Lawrence represents a light in Ottawa for all communities.
Someone I go to for the complicated, or the simple answers to the complicated questions in life.
He is such a fierce competitor.
As loyal a friend as you'll find.
Probably his closest friends are just regular guys, regular working guys that have big hearts.
He's so beyond us, yet he's one of us. I mean, he's just your buddy.
Just like this big personality, and I remember sitting there as a young man, sitting there going, who is this guy?
He's been able to build up an enormous amount of relationship capital in this city. And he could have used it on himself, but he didn't. He used it to bring people together.
He wants and has the need in some innate way to be the voice of the people.
When there's a situation professionally where there's somebody whose rights have been compromised, it's almost like he finds this renewed energy.
Sometimes not the most popular causes, not the most popular clients.
One case where one of his clients was a mute, and Lawrence learned how to sign.
When he feels their pain and their angst and their issue, he engages.
There are several important cases with the Black community of Ottawa that Lawrence has helped.
He sort of had an uphill battle sometimes in trying to raise a girl, and he didn't really know what he was doing, but he definitely did great.
He has an uncanny ability to know when people need him.
When I've needed help or support in my life, he's the first one to be there.
He does so much behind the scenes that isn't known or recognized, and is in many cases done anonymously.
His contribution has run the gamut from actually volunteering at the depot and distributing snowsuits to the kids in the community who need them, to taking his daughter Madge's hockey team to volunteer.
That was sort of a value that I watched him have as a child and sort of adapted myself.
I don't know very many people who contribute more to the community than Lawrence Greenspon does.
As an example, when I first started at REACH, I went to him and said, there's no money. Can you and some of the others come up with a creative idea? And Lawrence immediately introduced me to Anne Benedict, who was working at the JCC on bingo. And that bingo has sustained us all of these past 30 years.
When we were in Thailand, he spent a couple of days with Father Joe, who works in the sort of poorest areas of Bangkok.
I've seen him do so many different things in the community, from homelessness to healthcare to helping youth with drugs.
We did the Nordic pole walk. We're doing the charity now at Algonquin for kids.
We came up with this idea of starting the Maharaja's Ball. And Lawrence, being the only non-Indian of the three, jumped at the chance, and I thought what we produced there was magical.
We did a jail and bail together, and the chief of police locked us up and put us in a cell in the middle of a room, and we had to call all our friends and raise some money.
Through his tenure, probably 30 years, has raised millions towards that cause.
We get involved with him with running, and he manages to convince you to be a bunny for the 10K run.
That's right. He's never shy to come to his friends and say, listen, this is a great cause, so pony up, here we go.
Helped to build a community center together in Barbados, and when I was 15, he sent my friend and I to New Orleans to do some volunteer work after Hurricane Katrina.
Lawrence has taught me the value of sharing and giving back.
He's always thinking about his friends and family when he's away.
It baffles me sometimes at how he's able to spread himself so thinly, but it doesn't feel like he's spread thinly. It still feels like he's giving so much to everybody.
I really admire his interest in Tikkun Olam and repairing the world.
His stepfather, Paul, was an Auschwitz survivor.
Paul probably taught Lawrence the deepest values about community and family.
And had a profound effect on his beliefs and how he was going to approach his life.
The project that we're funding in Israel is very important to us because there's a connection to our family.
He was so emotional about the whole thing.
Lawrence isn't someone who sees limits or boundaries in terms of where he can help.
This project in Israel is just a natural progression of what he's been doing here in Ottawa.
Not only do they support people with autism, which is our family connection, There are people there that are supported with severe disabilities from all walks of life and all religious backgrounds.
Once he befriends you, I mean, it's like you're a friend for life.
I've never seen an individual that is so open.
He's the kind of guy that goes above and beyond for the causes and the people and the things that he believes in.
He's different, and it is the difference that becomes what you appreciate about Lawrence.
Without him, I probably wouldn't have had the confidence to do many of the things I do today.
Lawrence is Lawrence.
I think we make each other better, and I think he makes me better.
He's extremely selfless in the way he lives his life.
I just admire him as a person and as a man who, among other things, doesn't seem to get any older.
He really makes the community better. He makes us better. He makes doing things more fun.
No more deserving honoree than my friend Lawrence.
So it's nice to see those occasions when he is recognized for his work, because he doesn't actually go seeking that kind of recognition.
I think it's very, very well deserved.
Once in a while, it'd be nice if he passed the puck in hockey.
Lawrence would be absolutely thrilled to see everybody in the audience tonight.
And we love him.
That's right. And
We love him. We all love him.
We all know Lawrence to be a skillful and crafty advocate, but for me, it's as a friend that his loyalty and generosity truly shine through.
I always think, man, is that guy really over 60 years old? He's so full of life. And I also think, wow, is his clients ever lucky to have him represent them?
He's a genuinely decent and caring person. His commitment to clients and deserving causes knows no bounds.
No matter how difficult the task, you do it with energy, with enthusiasm, and with good humor. Thank you for the great things you do for our community. Thank you for your friendship.
I cannot say enough about this guy. He's just a terrific human being.
Lawrence is far more interested in doing the right thing than doing the popular thing.
I'm proud to be your friend, and I wish you a mazel tov for this very deserving honor being bestowed upon you by the Jewish National Fund.